Greetings and welcome everybody. In this video, I'm going to show you 50 amazing and awesome camera features, and along the way, I will also give you some tips for the camera of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 and the 10 Plus. Let's begin. Alright guys, let us first start off by taking a look at the camera hardware at the back of the phone. So over here, we have a total of 4 cameras. 3 cameras are accessible to the user, which are over here, and the 4th camera is over here. This is your 3D depth sensing camera or time of flight camera. And over here we have the flash for the camera, and from the user accessible cameras, the top one is the 16 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. The middle camera is the main camera, and this is 12 megapixel. This camera also has optical image stabilization as well as autofocus. Now, in addition to autofocus and OIS, this camera also has variable aperture. That means you can actually switch the aperture of the camera between f1.5 to allow more light and f2.4 if you want less light in the camera. The bottom camera is your 12 megapixels 2x telephoto camera, and this camera also has autofocus and optical image stabilization. Autofocus and OIS are not available in the ultra wide angle camera, but you don't need them on the ultra wide angle camera from my experience. And all 3 cameras are capable of recording videos in 4K. That is amazing in itself. And on the front of the phone, we have the 10 megapixel front facing camera. This also has autofocus. So this is the camera hardware of the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus. Let's start the video. Okay, so let us start off with zoom in mic. So tap on the gear icon and then tap on advanced recording options and turn this feature on, zoom in mic. So the theory behind zoom in mic is that whenever you zoom in while recording a video, the phone's microphone will also try to match the camera zoom. So it will try to pick up the sound which are coming from a distance, and it will mute the sounds that are closer to the phone. Okay, to demonstrate zoom in mic, I've got a speaker sitting over there, and what I'll do is I'll play a song and then I'll zoom in and you guys will hear the difference. So let's go. So I'm not changing the volume, it's just the zoom in mic that's picking up the sound. The next feature I'm gonna go over is the Instagram mode. So if we launch the camera and we will switch the scene mode over here, and we have a dedicated scene mode for Instagram, and this Instagram mode is for uploading photos and videos to your Instagram stories. Now you guys may ask, why is there an Instagram mode in the camera of the Note 10 Plus when you can directly upload photos and videos to your Instagram stories right from the Instagram app? Well, the thing is, the Note 10 Plus has a telephoto camera and an ultra wide angle camera. The Instagram app can only use the main camera, which is the middle camera, so it cannot make use of the ultra wide angle camera and it cannot make use of the 2x telephoto camera. And whenever you zoom in the Instagram app, it's not using the telephoto camera, but it's actually cropping the image from the main camera sensor, so you get a lower quality picture. So that is why there's a dedicated Instagram mode in the camera, and it is right over here. So this Instagram mode allows you to use the ultra wide angle camera, and you can see how crazy that ultra wide angle really is. And also, the dedicated Instagram mode inside the camera app takes better pictures. You also get HDR, which will turn on automatically. So as you can see, HDR is also available. You can use the main camera and the telephoto camera, and obviously you can use the ultra wide angle camera. To take a picture, just tap on the camera shutter button and the phone will take a picture and it will launch the Instagram app, and from over here you can upload the photo to your stories. Now to take a video, press and hold this button and it will record a video. And yes, you can record unlimited length videos. See, we kind of get a new frame over here, and if you release it, this button, and from over here you will be able to upload this video to your Instagram stories. Now if we go back, a lot of people have commented they don't have Instagram mode on their phone. So I want you guys to do this. Press on the settings icon and then scroll down here to camera modes. tap over here and then tap on edit mode. And over here probably the Instagram mode is disabled like this. You just have to enable this and then you will be able to see Instagram mode in the scene modes of the camera. And you guys may have noticed whenever I relaunch the camera, the scene mode gets reset. So right now it is at Instagram mode. If I quit the camera and launch it back again, it's back to photo. This is kind of annoying because if I'm clicking a photo, I kind of need to go back to Instagram mode and it kind of wastes a lot of time. So what you should do is go back to photo and then tap on this gear icon, scroll down here to camera modes and then turn this feature on, keep using last mode. Now once this feature is enabled, if I change the scene mode, for example we will change it to Instagram, then we will quit the camera. If we launch the camera back again, the scene mode will not reset back to photo. So the camera will remember the last scene mode you left it on. So for example, if I leave the scene mode on video, if I quit the camera and launch the camera back again, it's at the video scene mode. So you don't have to again and again change the scene mode whenever you relaunch the camera. Enjoying the content? Well, make sure to subscribe and do press that bell icon so that you can get notifications to my latest uploads. Let's continue. And you see this blue rotating orb? This is the scene optimizer toggle button. You can tap on this orb and you can turn scene optimizer on and off. Now I do recommend that you keep scene optimizer on because it analyzes what you're clicking and sets the camera settings accordingly. And here you can see the scene optimizer in action. It kind of knows I'm clicking a close-up shot of the flowers. You can even see that flower icon. And if I pan my camera up, the scene optimizer knows I'm clicking pictures of trees and it will set the camera settings accordingly so that you get the best shot. Do you know there's a built-in document scanner on your Samsung Galaxy Note 10? So to enable document scanner, tap on the settings icon, then tap on scene optimizer and then turn on document scan from over here. So by default, this setting will be turned off. You will need to turn this on in the scene optimizer. So now let me go ahead and demonstrate this for you. Okay, so I had to move the camera back a little bit because document scanner does require a little bit of space between the phone and the document you want to scan. Okay, so we are going to scan this particular page. Okay, got my Note 10 Plus over here. I will fire up the camera and we will point the phone at the document. And as you can see, the phone kind of recognizes there is text in this particular area. And all you have to do is press on scan and the phone will kind of crop the photo. So here is the final result and the picture has been cropped to the area in which there is text. And you can see the quality is also quite good. You can read everything over here. So this is the document scanner on the Note 10 Plus. You can see everything else has been cropped out. Only the portion which has the text has been kept. So that was document scanner. But do you know your phone can also extract text from documents? For example, you can also extract text from a magazine. Let me show you how. So first off, you will need to tap on Bixby Vision. Then you will need to set up Bixby Vision. So set Bixby Vision up, and after you set Bixby Vision up, you will see this screen. And now you will be able to extract text from documents. So I will just point the camera over here and the phone automatically recognizes there is text. See, it's telling me that there's a document, and then tap on text. And now the phone will extract all the text there is on this page. See that? And you can edit this and paste it wherever you want. Now Bixby Vision does a lot more than just extract text from images. You also have a live translator and image search inside Bixby Vision. So we will relaunch Bixby Vision. And as you can see, the phone kind of knows these are a couple of pens, and I can just tap over here and this takes me to the image search. And you can see these are the pens that I've got. So let us try image search with this mug. I'll just bring my camera here and wait for the phone to recognize, and I tap on images. This is the mug that I've got, and this is exactly where I bought it from. I bought it from Soul Store, and I can just visit the website from here and buy this exact same mug. So if you are looking for more information about a particular product, you can just use this image search to find out more about that particular product. Then we also have a built-in translator that is powered by Google. So if I point the camera over here and tap on this A button, this launches the translator. Now this is real-time translation and it's not accurate. So you'll need to tap on this button after pointing your camera at the image, and that will extract the Chinese text into plain text, and from over here you can translate. Now the translation is not perfect by any means, but I think the translator does serve its purpose because I cannot understand anything what's written over here, and after translation at least I can broadly understand what they are trying to say in this text. So this is about the product warranty. So this is the built-in translator. It's not perfect, but I think it will get the job done. In the beginning of this video, I told you guys the Note 10 Plus has 3 cameras on its back: ultra wide, wide, and 2x telephoto. Now here's the fun part. You can actually switch between these 3 cameras while you are recording a video. So let's fire up the camera and go to video and start recording. And as you can see, while the video is being recorded, I can actually go ahead and switch between these 3 cameras. I can use the 2x telephoto camera, I can use the wide angle camera, which is the main camera, and then I can use the ultra wide angle camera. So I actually went outside to take a video, and I want you guys to take a look at the difference there is in these 3 cameras. You guys will absolutely love it. So we start from the ultra wide angle camera, then this is the main camera or wide camera, and finally the 2x telephoto camera. See that difference? Amazing! I don't even have to stop the video to switch between these 3 cameras. I can just switch in real time and everything will be recorded onto a single video without any interruptions. And this works even while recording in 4K. Now all 3 cameras on the Note 10 Plus can record videos in 4K, but only the main camera, which is the middle one, is capable of recording videos at 60 FPS. Now this is a very important piece of information because let's fire up the camera and I will show you guys what I'm talking about. Now in the camera, if I go to settings, you guys will see I've set my video resolution to 4K, but I'm recording videos at 30 FPS, and this will allow me to shift between these 3 cameras. So I can use the ultra wide angle camera as well as the 2x telephoto camera. Now if I switch my resolution to 4K 60 or even 1080p 60, let's select 1080p for the sake of this video. Now I will not be able to switch between these 3 cameras. Only the main camera records videos in 60 FPS. So if you do have your video resolution setting set to 60 FPS, you will not be able to switch between these 3 cameras. So this little information is very important. But yeah, recording videos in 60 FPS does give you a more smoother experience, but you will not be able to use those 2 cameras. That's why whenever I'm recording a video on my phone, I usually have the settings set to 4K or 1080p 30 FPS. I usually don't use the 60 FPS option. Number 1, it takes up a lot of space, and number 2, I cannot switch between these 3 cameras. The Galaxy Note 10 also has a dedicated night mode which allows you to click amazing shots even in low light. So if we change our scene mode, we will see night mode is right over here. Now I think what night mode does is that it takes several shots in quick succession and then it combines all those multiple photos into one single photo, and that results in a bright, low noise photo. And here you can see I'm clicking a picture with the Note 10 Plus in night mode, and it takes about 5 seconds for the phone to process the image, but once it's done, you get an amazing, stunning low light photo. And you can see I am clicking this photo in almost complete darkness. It's amazing how much details this phone is able to pick up in night mode, and the best part is you don't even need a tripod. I've shot all these photos while holding the phone in my hand. Of course, you can switch to manual mode if you want better photos, but night mode is impressive by itself and you don't even need a tripod. It is perfect for casual, low light photos. Oh, and by the way, night mode is also available for the front facing camera on the Note 10 Plus. So this will allow you to take amazing selfies even at night in low light. The next feature I'm going to show you is called Super Steady, and for that we will have to change the mode to video. And over here you see this hand icon. Once you tap this, it turns on a feature called Super Steady Video Stabilization. Now this feature makes use of the ultra wide angle camera and it applies a really strong EIS or electronic image stabilization. So here's a little clip demonstrating Super Steady. The first part of this video has been recorded with the normal camera, and the second part of this video has been recorded with super steady turned on. There's a lot of difference between these two videos. Now one limitation of super steady is that it records videos in 1080p. There is no 4K option for super steady. So that's one limitation, but that's a trade-off you get for superior video stabilization. The next feature I'm going to talk about is called AR Doodle or Augmented Reality Doodle. Now to turn on Augmented Reality Doodle, make sure that you are in video mode and then tap on this icon at the top right hand side corner of the screen. And this will turn on something called AR Doodle. And what this feature does is that it allows you to draw something in your videos in real time while you are recording. Sorry about that, had to move the camera back a little bit, otherwise the phone was not recognizing the scene. But AR Doodle allows you to draw something on the screen. So let's draw a little flower. Don't mind that, my drawing is terrible. And you can actually record this in your video, and you can also draw in real time. And all of this is getting recorded in a video. So here's our recording. Play the video. Draw in real time. And all of this is getting recorded in a video. The limitation is 1 minute, but yeah. So you get the idea, you can actually draw some stuff in real time while a video is being recorded. This is AR Doodle. Okay, so moving on, the next super exciting feature I'm going to show you is called Live Focus for Video. On the previous Samsung Galaxy phones, we had Live Focus for Photo, but now on the Note 10 Plus, we have Live Focus for Video. This feature uses the depth sensing camera and lets you blur the background in real time while recording videos. Take a look at this clip. It kind of feels like it has been shot on a DSLR camera. I mean, just look at that background blur. Amazing. And Live Focus Video not only works for the rear camera, it also works for the front facing camera. So vloggers rejoice, you do have video bokeh on the front facing camera. And it works surprisingly well even though the Note 10 Plus does not have a secondary depth sensing front facing camera. So in the beginning of the video, I told you guys that the main camera of the Note 10 Plus has something called dual aperture. That means the size of the aperture can change physically between the wider f1.5 to allow more light and a narrow f2.4 for shooting photos in broad daylight. Also, apart from allowing more light, a wider aperture also gives you more background blur, and a narrow aperture gives you less background blur. So here's an example of that background blur. I have shot this photo with f2.4 aperture, which is the narrow aperture. Take a look at that background blur. And the next photo I've shot with f1.5. So a wider aperture does give you a little bit more background blur. f2.4 and f1.5. Now this happens automatically based on the amount of light available in a particular scene, but you can also switch between the wide and the narrow aperture manually. Let me show you how. So if you want to change the aperture of the lens manually, you will have to change the mode to Pro. And then tap over here, this one, which has a little aperture on it. And this will allow you to control the phone's aperture from over here. So as you can see, f1.5 and f2.4. Again, f1.5 and f2.4. And this manual mode is amazing. You have all the settings over here. You can change the ISO, then you can change the shutter speed, and the maximum is 10 seconds. I'll change back to auto. Then you can change all the other stuff here: color temperature, tint, contrast, saturation, highlights, shadows. If you want more saturation, more vivid looking pictures, increase the saturation from here. Then let's go back. You can also take control over the phone's focus system. So if the autofocus is not working properly, if it's not able to keep a certain object in focus, you have the option of manual focus in Pro mode. You can just tap over here and change the focus according to your liking. And you see this green highlight on the screen? This lets you know which part of the photo is in focus. I think this is called peaking focus, and this is a very useful feature on the Note 10 Plus. And as you can see, if I move the focus system over here, now that part of the image is in focus and this is not in focus anymore. So this will let you know which part of an image is in focus. Very useful feature. And then if we switch back to auto and tap over here, this is your autofocus area. Right now it's set to center, and you can change it to multi. I do prefer the autofocus on multi. Then you can change the white balance. Auto is fine. then you can also change the brightness of the photo. So yes, the Pro mode gives you a lot more control over your phone's camera. Okay, since we are already in the Pro mode or the manual mode, let me show you something very interesting. So if you long press on a particular area, you get two circles. You can separate these out. This is the auto exposure lock and this is the autofocus lock. And I can place these wherever I want. So auto exposure lock sets the phone's exposure. So if I move this to a dark area, see, the image becomes bright because the exposure is now being adjusted to this dark area. And autofocus is being adjusted in this area, which is bright. And I can also bring this here. You can see this part of the image is now in focus because I have the focus lock over here. And I can also move this exposure lock to a brighter area on the screen, and you can see the exposure will now adjust according to the brightness in this circle. So this is auto exposure and autofocus lock in the Pro mode. You get these two separate circles that you can place wherever you want on the screen. Now in the auto mode, which is the photo mode, you get something very similar. So if I long press on the screen, this opens up the autofocus and the auto exposure lock. But you cannot move this and you don't have those two separate circles. So autofocus lock and auto exposure lock is together in the regular auto mode. So even if I move the phone up, you can see the exposure and the focus system is not readjusting. It is locked at this particular location. And once again, if I put my hand on the back, you can see the focus system is not readjusting again and again. So this auto exposure and the autofocus lock is a very useful tool in case your phone keeps on getting confused and keeps on readjusting the focus and exposure. Just long press on the screen and have the phone lock the autofocus and the auto exposure onto a particular scene. And even if I move my phone, the focus and the exposure will not readjust. And just tap once to dismiss. Now the camera is back to normal. For video recording, we have something called tracking autofocus. To turn on tracking autofocus, press on this gear icon. First off, make sure that your rear video size is set to 1080p. Tracking autofocus does not work in 4K, just so you know. And then from over here, turn on tracking autofocus. Now, when I record a video, if I tap on a particular object, the phone will track that particular object. It can also be a person, and the phone will keep this particular area in focus. So that was tracking autofocus, but what if you want to lock the focus? So tap on the gear icon and then turn off tracking autofocus. Now if you start recording a video and if you tap on an object, the focus will be locked. See, AF lock. Now even if I move my phone up or if I bring my hand up close, you can see the focus is not readjusting. It is locked over there. See? And this is a very useful tool if the phone's focus system keeps on readjusting while you are recording a video. You can just tap on an object and the phone's focus system will be locked over there. Now if you do use the ultra wide angle camera, I recommend that you turn on distortion correction. Tap on the gear icon, then tap on save options and then turn on the setting ultra wide shape correction. This will be turned off by default. You need to turn this on. Now a camera that has such a wide angle is bound to have some sort of distortion. Let's take a look at the distortion that is there on the Note 10 Plus. Now take a look at this photo. It has been shot without the image distortion correction for the ultra wide angle camera. Take a look at this part at the top right hand side corner. It kind of looks as if the frame of the TV is bent, and with the image distortion correction, it kind of becomes okay. So yes, do make sure that you turn on image distortion correction in the settings if you do plan to use the ultra wide angle camera. Here's another example. See, the frame kind of looks as if it's bent or something, and with the correction turned on, it kind of becomes straight. So that's why you will need to turn this setting on in the save options. I think you guys will absolutely love the next feature. It is called super slow motion. Now super slow motion records a video at 960 fps for a brief second and then stretches out that 960 fps video to 30 fps, and that results in a stunning super slow motion video. Now before I show you a super slow-mo sample, I want to go over two things. This is your motion detection box, and you can resize this or place it wherever you want on the screen. And what happens is, if you press the record button, whenever the phone senses motion in this box, then only it will record a super slow motion video. So anything can happen outside the box, the phone will not record, but as soon as the phone records a motion in the box, that will trigger the phone's shutter and it will record a super slow motion video. And you can turn this off from over here. Now we are in the manual recording mode. Just press on this button once and the phone will record a super slow motion clip. But I do like that motion detection feature. It makes recording super slow motion videos a lot easier. And over here you have this 0.8 second option, and then you have the 0.4 second option. The 0.4 second option gives you 12 seconds of high quality super slow-mo, and the 0.8 second option gives you around 24 seconds of super slow-mo but at a slightly lower quality. So I do prefer having this at 0.4 seconds. So now let's take a look at the sample that I recorded. So guys, when you start using the camera for the first time on your Galaxy Note, most likely you will see black bars at the top and the bottom of the screen. And whenever you click a picture and view it on your phone, again you have black bars at the top and the bottom of the screen. This is because the aspect ratio by default has been set to 3:4, and you can change that by tapping over here. And this menu has 4 options: 3:4, 9:16, 1:1 and full. So to get the camera working in full screen and to click pictures that appear full screen, tap over here and change it to full. And as you can see, now the camera covers the entire screen of the Note 10 Plus. And by the way, the full view mode aspect ratio is 19:9. And when you click pictures in this aspect ratio or record a video, they will appear full screen on the phone like this. By the way, most computer monitors and TVs have an aspect ratio of 9:16 or 16:9. So if you do plan on clicking pictures and recording videos on your phone and view them on a PC or a TV later on, you might want to keep the aspect ratio on 9:16 or 16:9. But if you do plan to view your photos and videos only on your phone, then change it to full. So now let me show you how full view looks on a 16:9 display. Okay, so this is how photos look on a computer and on a 16:9 display, which is what most TVs and computer screens have. And as you can see, we have got black bars at the top and the bottom of the screen. And this is how full view looks on your phone. This is because the aspect ratio is different. This is 19:9 and that is 16:9. So let us move on to the next picture. This picture has been shot in 16:9. And as you can see, it covers the entire screen, no black borders anywhere. But on the Note 10 Plus, if we take a look at the photo which has been shot in 16:9, you guys can see we've got black borders on the left and the right. So yes, this is due to the mismatch of the screen aspect ratio. Once again, if you want to click pictures and videos that you want to view on a TV or on a computer, click them in 16:9 or 9:16. But if you plan to view them on your phone, then full view is fine, or 19:9 is just fine. And by the way, 3:4 will give you black borders on a PC and on your phone. So here's the feature that I want you guys to absolutely turn on your Samsung Galaxy Note 10. So go to settings and turn on shot suggestions. Now shot suggestions gives you an on-screen guide and it will help you align the phone properly in order to get the best possible shot. So as you can see, the phone is actually suggesting me where I should point the camera in order to get the best possible shot. So look at this, the phone has analyzed the scene and it's suggesting me that I will get the best shot over here. And I do agree because I was not pointing the camera straight. So we will cut this bottom part out, and also by pointing the phone over here, we will cut that clutter on the right side of the screen. So we will get the best shot over here. So make sure you turn on short suggestions so that you get best possible pictures out of your Note 10 Plus. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus is a big screen phone, and sometimes your fingers might not be able to reach the camera shutter button, especially if you're taking a selfie with your friend and if your right hand is on the other person's shoulder. There is no way my left hand can reach the camera shutter button. So what you can do in a situation like this is just take the camera shutter button out and place it wherever you want on the screen. So I can just place this over here and take a selfie without any problems. So this is called floating camera shutter button, also works in the rear camera. So this makes clicking pictures a lot easier and convenient. Smile, cheese, capture, shoot, record video. So what I just demonstrated was voice control. You can say some phrases like smile, chase, capture, shoot, or record videos by telling the phone to record a video. So this is turned off by default, and you will have to enable that by going into the settings and scroll all the way down here to shooting methods and turn on voice control. Now when you tell the phone to smile, chase, capture, or shoot, it will click a picture, or when you are in the video mode, it will record videos when you tell the phone to record a video. Now inside the same shooting methods menu, you should also turn on show palm. Show your palm to the camera to take a selfie. This is an amazing feature. So let's go back and fire up the front facing camera. So now if I show my palm to the camera, it will take a picture. And there you go. So once again, and it gives you around 2 to 3 seconds so that you can just lower your palm. See? So this makes clicking selfies a lot easier. You can just show your palm and the phone will capture an image. Now if all those shooting methods do not satisfy you, you can also use the S Pen stylus on your Galaxy Note 10 to click pictures, shift between the cameras and the scene modes. Let me just take the S Pen stylus out and I will show you how this works. So first off, tap over here and take a look at this window. This will tell you what you can do with the stylus. So single press the button to take a picture, double press switches the cameras, and this here we have something new called gestures. You can flick the S Pen up like this to switch between the cameras. If you flick the S Pen like this, it will go to the next mode. Flick the S Pen like this, it will go to the previous mode. And if you want to zoom in, rotate your S Pen clockwise, anti-clockwise, zooms out. Okay, so first off, to take a picture, you just press on the button on the S Pen and the camera takes a picture. If you want to change the camera from rear to front, press and hold the button and then flick your S Pen like this, and that will change the camera. Again, press and hold the button, flick it again, and we are back to the rear camera. If you want to switch between these camera modes, press and hold the button and flick your S Pen from left to right to go back to the previous mode. Now if I want to go to the next camera mode, press and hold the button and flick your S Pen from right to left. See, we got to the next scene mode. And now if you want to zoom in, just press and hold the button and rotate your S Pen clockwise like this, and that zooms in. If you want to zoom out, press and hold the button and go counterclockwise like this, and that zooms out. If you press and hold the button, the phone will take burst shots. So that is the burst mode on the Note 10 Plus. Takes 100 photos quickly and saves it to the gallery. Let's go to our gallery, and you can see this little icon over here that shows you that these are your burst images. So we will just open this up and then tap on select pictures, and from over here you can pick your favorite picture. So for example, I want to save this one, and these are full high resolution pictures, and I'll just tap over here. So once you're done selecting your favorite photos, just tap on this button and the phone will ask you to delete any unselected pictures. You can choose to delete or keep them. I'm going to choose to keep them and then press on save. So those two pictures that we just selected are now saved in the gallery, and these are full high resolution pictures. So burst mode captures 100 photos in quick succession, very useful for sporting events. By the way, you can change the option of taking burst shots. By default, if you press and hold the button, it takes burst shots. Go into the settings and then tap on hold shutter button too. This gives you 3 options: take a picture, take burst shots, and create GIF. I kinda like the create GIF option. This lets you create a GIF with the camera of the Note 10 Plus. So now if I press and hold the camera shutter button, phone is taking some photos. So it will take 30 photos and convert them into an animated GIF image. So if we go to the gallery, this is the GIF image that we just recorded. And by the way, you can set a GIF image as the always on display. Tap on these three dots and select set as always on display image. And you can resize from over here and then press on done. And now when you put your phone to sleep, you will see that animated GIF image that we just shot with the camera. Do you know you can run the camera app on top of other applications on your Samsung Note 10? And this kind of gives you a true multitasking experience. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So first off, I'm gonna launch the camera app, then I will go to Recents, then go back to the camera, tap on this camera icon, then tap on Open in pop-up view. And as you can see, the camera will work in a little pop-up view like this. And from over here, you can minimize the app by pressing this button. And you can see the camera kind of gets minimized into this little icon. And now I can just resume texting, and now whenever I want to take a picture, I can just tap on this icon and the camera comes up. Then quickly take a picture, minimize the camera, and then go back to texting. See how useful this feature really is? And you can do this in almost any application on your phone. You can just have the camera running like this, tap on the icon, camera resumes, you can click a photo, or you can record a video. And once you're done, just minimize the camera by pressing this button. And now again I can go back to work. This just shows you how powerful the hardware of the Note 10 really is. Oh, and here's a tip for you guys. If you want to go to the camera settings, you don't have to actually launch the camera, then press on this gear icon. You can actually go to the camera settings right from over here. So long press on the icon, then tap on app info, and then press on this gear icon, and this takes you to the camera settings without actually launching the camera. And you can also do this through the app drawer. So we have camera here, long press, app info, tap on the gear icon, and again this takes you to the camera settings. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus has an HDR10 Plus screen. That means the screen is capable of producing more vibrant colors and better contrast. Now the camera of the Note 10 Plus can record videos in HDR10 Plus, so not many people know about this feature. So to activate HDR10 Plus, go to Settings, then tap on Advanced Recording Options. Over here we have HDR10 Plus Video. Optimize the contrast and color of each scene by recording rear camera videos in HDR10 Plus. So if we turn this on, now we do get better quality videos. Now there's a little catch in HDR10 Plus. You do need an HDR10 Plus display to view HDR10 Plus content. So here's the thing with HDR10 Plus videos. If you watch HDR10 Plus videos on a non-HDR10 Plus capable display, you will get washed out pale colors. Compared to the phone, which does support HDR10 Plus, see the difference? Now this is not due to the difference in displays. The MacBook Air does have a fantastic LCD screen, and here's an example of a 4K clip recorded without HDR10 Plus. Looks fine on a non-HDR10 Plus display, also looks fine on the phone. So yes, if you do plan to record in HDR10 Plus, make sure that you're viewing it on an HDR10 Plus display, otherwise you're gonna get washed out colors. Otherwise keep that HDR10 Plus option disabled. Now social media websites and texting applications do not support HDR10 Plus. For that we have HDR10 Plus to HDR converter in the gallery. So let us launch the gallery application, then tap on these three dots and go to Settings. Scroll down here and turn on Convert HDR10 Plus videos while sharing. So this will convert your HDR10 Plus videos to standard dynamic range so that other applications can support. So now what I'll do is I'll go back to the camera, scroll down here, and I will send this video over to the Note 9 which does not support HDR10 Plus, and we will see how it plays back. So once I press that share button, the phone will convert the HDR10 Plus video, and we will wait. Okay, so I have sent this video over to the Note 9. So now if I play the video back on a non-HDR10 Plus display, it looks just fine. So if you have some HDR10 Plus recorded videos and you want to share it on social media or through messenger apps, make sure that you turn on that converter option. But to be honest, there should be a dedicated HDR10 Plus to SDR converter right inside the gallery. So if you press on these three dots, there should be an option over here to convert HDR10 Plus videos to HDR. I really hope Samsung adds that option in the future, but yeah, we shall see what happens. So whenever you take a picture with the front-facing camera, the phone kind of flips the picture and then saves it. So take a look at the camera, it's over here. Now once I click the picture and then review it, the camera has shifted onto the right. This is because the phone is actually flipping the pictures. Now we can disable this picture flipping thing so that the pictures are saved as they appear on the camera's viewfinder. So tap on the gear icon, then scroll down here and turn this option on which says pictures as previewed. Save selfies as they appear in the preview without flipping them. So now if I take a picture, it will be saved as it is appearing on the viewfinder. So as you can see, the picture has been saved as it is appearing on the viewfinder. The Galaxy Note 10's camera app also has a few built-in filters. Now you tap on this magic stick icon you see, and over here tap on filters, and as you can see we have a few built-in filters, and I think this is from Candy Camera. So not only that, you can also download more filters from the Galaxy Store. So these are the few filters that I actually downloaded, but let me go ahead and show it to you. You press on this icon and this will take you to Galaxy Store, and from over here you can download more filters if you want. So these are some filters by Samsung. So also download this. Now you can see these filters have been installed on the phone. If we go back to the camera, tap on that magic stick icon. So these are the filters that we just downloaded. So yeah, you do have built-in filters. Then if you're not satisfied, you can go ahead and download more filters from the Galaxy Store. And this also works in the rear camera. Press on that magic stick icon and you can also apply filters to the rear camera. So let's go back, and you also have some beauty effects if you're into that sort of stuff. So tap over here, you can see this beauty. So you can make your face a little bit slim if you're into that sort of a thing. Then you have skin tone, I kind of like it on minimum. You have smoothness, again I don't want this. Then you can enlarge your eyes if you want. The effect is not that much, but yeah, it is there. So we have filters, then we have beauty effects, and you also have stickers. So tap on AR emoji. I'm not gonna go over AR emoji because there are tons of videos about AR emoji on YouTube. So we're going to skip this. Just press on OK. Then over here we have some stickers. So you can apply cat ears to your face if you want. So this is something very similar to what you would get on B612, and you can just apply a couple of filters to your face. And if you're not satisfied with what you get, you can always download more stickers from the Galaxy Store. See, it's not working properly because there's a camera over there, but yeah, more stickers are available in the Galaxy Store. So this is the sticker pack that we just downloaded from the store, and you can use it in the camera. You can click a picture or record a video with this sticker in place. Fantastic! The camera app of the Galaxy Note 10 comes with a built-in QR code scanner. So we will go to settings and turn this setting on which says scan QR codes. Now many products in the market have a QR code printed on them, and you can scan this with your phone and you can get more information about that particular product. So for example, I have enabled scan QR codes. I can just go back and scan this QR code, and now the phone will prompt me, tap here to go to tplink.com. Not gonna do that. And also I have another QR code over there on my hard drive. See, tap here to go to wdc.com. So you can just scan the QR codes and find out more information about that particular product, and you can create your very own QR codes. So this is a QR code that I created, and this links to my YouTube channel. So I can just scan this and tap over here, and as you can see, it links to my YouTube channel. Amazing, right? So make sure that you turn on scan QR codes from the camera settings. Do you know you can launch the camera just by double pressing the Bixby/power button? Just like that, and it brings up the camera even when the phone is asleep. Oh, and by the way, go to settings, scroll all the way down here and then tap on shooting methods and press volume key 2. Press on this and select take picture or record a video. Now when you press the volume up or down keys, the camera will take a picture. So let's go over this once again. Put the phone to sleep, double press the Bixby/power button. That launches the camera, and you can use the volume up or down key to click a picture. See how convenient this is? Now let me show you how you can configure the power button to launch camera. Let's unlock the phone. drop down the notification panel and then press on this power button over here. Then tap on side key settings, and this will take you to this side key settings menu. Now over here, select the double press option to quick launch camera. I think it will already be set to quick launch camera, but if you have open Bixby, make sure to set this option as quick launch camera. Then you can launch the camera directly from the lock screen just by double pressing the Bixby/power button, and use the volume up or down keys to take a picture. Fantastic, right? You don't even have to touch the screen to launch the camera. You can just use the physical buttons on the phone to launch the camera, then click a picture. If you want the camera to record a short video clip of what happens before you actually click a picture, tap on settings and turn on motion photos. Now once you turn on motion photos and then click a picture, see, I'm moving my camera around and now I will take a picture. So whatever I was doing before I shot the picture will be recorded inside the still picture. So view motion photo. So I was moving the camera around and that's it. So motion photos can be viewed on a computer, no problem. They are just plain and simple JPEG. Only the animated part will not work. The animated part only works on the phone. So it looks like the phone captures about 1 second of motion before you actually click the picture, and it adds that 1 second video to your photo. I think this is a great way of capturing candid shots. If you want to save some space on your Galaxy Note 10, you might want to turn on a feature called High Efficiency Image Format. Go to Settings, then tap on Save Options, and the first setting over here is HEIF Pictures. Save pictures as high efficiency images to save space. Now let me give you a quick demonstration. If you click pictures without high efficiency image format turned on, the size of a picture is about 2.41 megabytes. Now let me turn on that HEIF format, settings, save options. We will turn this on, and now if I click a picture, you guys will see significant reduction in size, 1.33 megabytes. So without HEIF turned on, the image was 2.41 megabytes. With HEIF turned on, the image has gone down to 1.33 megabytes. And the quality is still the same, so there is absolutely no loss in quality. Both these images are of the exact same quality. Now it says here some sharing sites might not support this format, but WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook do support HEIF images, and you do have HEIF image converter in the gallery. If you go to settings, scroll down here, convert HEIF images when sharing. When sharing from viewing mode, automatically convert HEIF images to JPEG. And yes, you can view HEIF images on your computer. You might need to install an additional codec, and I'll link the codec down in the video description. You can download that from Microsoft Store, and then after that you can view HEIF images on your PC. Now same goes for video. Let's launch the camera back again. Let's go to settings and scroll down here to advanced recording options. We have high efficiency video. Record videos in HEVC format to save space. Let me also quickly demonstrate this. So I'm gonna record video in 4K for about 5 seconds. Let's record with the main camera, and we will compare the size. That's it, 5 seconds. So the size of this video without HEVC turned on is 30 megabytes. Now let us turn on high efficiency video. Go to settings, advanced recording options, and we will turn on high efficiency video. And now again I will record video for about 5 seconds, and we will compare the size. Okay, so the video that has been recorded with high efficiency video format, details, it's only 17.64 megabytes. And without high efficiency video format, it's 30 megabytes. So yes, if you want to save some space, you might want to turn these two options on. And by the way, HEVC video playback does require more power on your PC, so do keep that in mind, especially 4K videos that have been recorded in HEVC. But a fairly modern computer can do it without a problem. If you want to compose pictures like a pro, you might want to turn on this feature. Go to settings, scroll down here and turn on Gridlines and set the option to 3x3. Now this will divide your screen into 9 equal halves. See, it kind of becomes easier to compose a photo with all of these grid lines in place. And one of the key aspects of composing a proper photo is by placing an object at the intersection of any two lines. So guys, we are almost at the end of this video, and the final feature I'm going to show you is called Hyperlapse. So if we change the camera mode, over here we will find Hyperlapse. Hyperlapse is also known as time-lapse video. So what Hyperlapse does is that it captures images at a particular interval, and then later on it joins all those images and creates a smooth video. And I have already made a Hyperlapse video, it's over here. So let me go ahead and show this to you. So as you can see, the phone is on a tripod stand and it's pointing to my desk. So this is a Hyperlapse video of the sunlight moving across the desk. The sunlight appears to move because the earth is spinning on its axis. Looks beautiful. And I can think of many scenarios where Hyperlapse video would come in very handy. Alright guys, that was a rundown of awesome camera features on the Galaxy Note 10 and the 10 Plus. And I hope after watching this video, you guys will be 100% familiar with the camera of your new Note 10. And as always, if you have enjoyed, don't forget to hit that subscribe and the like button. Then follow me on my social media pages. All the links are down in the video description. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.